Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Astros, Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros. The Stros look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Hunter Harvey gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
So stepping in, Alex Cobb.
Leading off
He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Designated hitter, Alex
First pitch
Cobb.
of the at-bat. Hops this one up. Number 30 in foul ground, and he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul.
First pitch, 7-11.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
And he got him. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, I've been very impressed with Asdrubal Cabrera. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Stepping up to the plate, Jeremy Ra, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll start this one at 274, 21 homers and 76 driven in. And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, Lee, and that retires the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Chris Archer gets the ball for the Rays in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement, Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Leading off for the Astros.
Stepping into the box,
the catcher,
Diego Corona.
Diego
He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers.
One of the keys to being a good player, it's not how old you are, but it's how talented and how smart you are. This guy, one of the better young hitters in the game of baseball right now.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here's Archer on 1-2. This pitch is popped up, and this is taken in for out number 1. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, they better not sleep on that guy sitting in the 7-hole. He went about his business last month. Very patient, very disciplined. He had an on-base percentage of over 500. When you get on base that often, you're going to score a lot of runs. And when you score runs, you're going to help your team win a lot of games.
So digging in now, Archie Chan, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. First pitch on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Grounded to first. He's got it, and a step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Into the box now, Michael Lee. He's fresh off a 4-hit game in the finale of that weekend series. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Cabrera waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. Astros go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. In now, Daniel Robertson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. .30 pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. Ripped down the first base line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Now to the plate, Jason Castro. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after two great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
And it's fouled away. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Castro is retired, 2 down now.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin the start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Striding into the box, number 30. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
No score here as we play inning number 2. 2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
The 3-1. And he misses ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
In is Gerardo Parra. Has a look, now the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
A runner on first with 2 away. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
The 1-2 freezes him. A strikeout looking. One left for Tampa. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in, number 3. Back on Sunday, he picked up a hit in 5 trips to the plate.
Number 3.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? And Cabrera will take this one for the first out.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And let's focus our attention on third baseman Evan Longoria. Multiple Gold Glove winner. This guy has ice water in his veins. He never lets on. You can't tell if this guy's on fire or he's struggling. He's one of the most consistent defenders in our sport.
Coming to the plate now, Nate Walker, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. And he lays off for ball 1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Astros shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Now batting, number 2. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set, and the pitch. And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So he's in safely there following the 1-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Number 30 will be next. Here at comes the 3-0. This ball will be chopped foul. Walker, the runner at second with one away. Three and two, full count. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And there's out number 2.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Standing in now, number 30, as he'll take a look at ball 1. So far this season with runners in scoring position, number 30 is hitting over 350, up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to...
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Astros leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Digging in now, Evan Longoria. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So with 1 away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Fouled off. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Popped up. Number 2 is there for it. 2 gone.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Alex Cobb.
Striding forward now is the DH, Alex Cobb. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Third inning, no score to this point. And he popped him up. Number 3 onto the grass. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now the Astros designated hitter, David Lee. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
Boy, and also right up among the leaders in home runs and RBIs. This guy's having an epic season, and he has an outside shot to win the Triple Crown.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. A 2-0 count to the Astros DH. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. 3-2 now. The 3-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
Sometimes you get lucky in this game. I don't think pitch recognition wise he would choose to swing at that exact pitch. But you know what? Sometimes the result is the only thing that matters.
Now at the plate, Gary Cox. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
Here's the first pitch to him. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Ra. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Diego Corona.
Stepping in, Diego Corona. First things first, here's a throw over. Back in standing. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
Now the 1-0. In there. Now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. So a chance here to perhaps get on the board for the first time as he's into scoring position on the stolen base. And as you see on the graphic, he's currently 3rd best on this Astros ball club. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. Lee leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
Hey boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
The 2-2 seared down the first baseline.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
The 2-2 Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Stepping in now, Archie Chan, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. But gloved by the third baseman for the out.
The batter, the right fielder, Michael Lee.
Digging in to try it again. Michael Lee. He flew out in his last at bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
No balls and a strike to count. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Fastball, and oh, he has to bend out of the way of that one.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Belted high in the air out to left. Retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. 2 left for the Astros. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So coming to the plate, Jeremy Ra.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Two balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
2 balls, no strikes.
And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now. Smoke toward third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
So the leadoff man set down here for Asdrubal Cabrera. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Back up the middle. Walker ranging up the middle on the first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And fellas, if we do games together for the next decade, we might never see 2 starters in the same game throwing that hard. I mean, this has really been something. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Daniel Robertson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Rays go in order 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, number 3. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 3.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. And he pops it up. And that's in there. Base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Digging in for his second at bat, Nate Walker. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he's safe. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Now batting, number 2.
At the plate, number 2 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
In now, number 30, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
The 3-1 pitch. There's ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, David Lee. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses, ball one. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one, as it's fouled away, and the count holds at 1-2. The 1-2. Popped him up. Longoria in foul ground. And no one will track it down. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rays Road to the Show report. Two guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Standing in, Gary Cox. First pitch of the at-bat. Base hit into right center. One run scores. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 3-0 game.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Into the box, Diego Corona, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
3 runs already home here. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. One and one. Here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes now.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Three runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Ball 2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. A shot down the first baseline. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Standing in now, Archie Chan, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 pitch.
Nope.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
What's the saying?
Right fielder,
When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Number 36 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for Tampa Bay, number 36.
Michael Lee will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Hey, last pitch was 94. Then you pull a string 13 miles an hour slower right there. 81 miles an hour. You get guys in a rocking chair when you can add and subtract like that.
The 0-2 delivery. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And he will make it back to third safely as he didn't have much of a chance at advancing that time. Ready on 1 and 2. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through. A base hit. 1 run is scored. And not in time as the run scores.
That was a nasty sinker right there. Sometimes you get a little luck on the offensive side. Definite ground ball with eyes right there.
Stepping in now, number 3. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking at his career totals, number 3 comes into action sporting a slugging line above .650, and that's not something you see every day. Truly an elite power bat. 2-0.
That ball went out.
Chan over at second. Lee at first. 1 gone. And he fouls this one off. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
This pitch is popped up. Number 30 is there. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nate Walker.
Ready for another shot now. Nate Walker. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
First pitch on its way. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. And this one's in the dirt. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing. So I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
In now, number 2, as he'll ground the first pitch foul off to the right side. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Comes set with the 0-1. Looked like a breaking ball that time, but it never came back down. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
2 out, bases loaded. Has a look, now the pitch. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
(3-2) with the bases loaded. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run. And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely.
I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Ready once again, number 30, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike. Flirting with a little danger here.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Now batting, the designated hitter, David.
Stepping in, David Lee. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Now a breaking pitch blocked by Castro. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. And he is safe at the plate as he wasn't able to recover in time.
Man, this guy's going to get a nickname with the world wild in it if he keeps this up. That's his second wild pitch of the game, and this one cost him a run. Not sure if he got a cleat stuck out there or what, but this one wasn't anywhere near the zone.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Cabrera's up with it. And it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, the side is retired. But not before an even 10 men come around to score here as they break this game wide open. We played 4 full. It's the Astros 10, the Rays nothing. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with the Rays manager during the inning break about the club's offensive production to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Thank you, Heidi. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, 0-1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
One and one to Jason Castro.
I got a ball, 1 strike. That's ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
And it's fouled away. High in the air out to center field. Chan is in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, number 30 reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Now the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Ready now, Gerardo Parra. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Walkney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Digging in once again, Gary Cox, a hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Bounce to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The center fielder, number 13, Archie Chan.
Ready for another chance? Archie Chan. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1-2.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Ra is there, and the inning is over. When we come back, Evan Longoria will start things off. 5 innings complete. It's the Astros 10, the Rays nothing. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
The 0-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will get foul for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Lee is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Up next for the Rays, Kevin Kiermaier. First pitch on its way. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
No strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Too high, and it's 3-0. Alex Cobb is on deck. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Alex Cobb, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Line towards center field. And the Rays are in the hit column.
The left fielder, number 7, Jeremy Rowe.
Settling in now, Jeremy Rowe. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Kiermaier at second. Cobb is over at first with 1 away. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Two balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Now the payoff pitch home. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 3-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
Into the box now as Asdrubal Cabrera, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And there's ball 1.
1-1.
Two down, runners at first and second. Hit sharply on the ground. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Rays strand a pair. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Now at the plate, Michael Lee coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time
up. The right
up.
fielder, Michael Lee.
First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
But an atom ball right to him for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, number 3. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. One out, nobody on. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Oh, that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base-stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Into the box now, Nate Walker. Throw over to the bag, runner back standing. From the stretch. Liner toward right center. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
Now batting, number 2.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
Into the box, number 2. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1 in the dirt, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw, and he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough to handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Here it is on 3-1. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Next up for the Astros, number 30, and their runners at the corners now. He's set. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
A ball and 2 strikes. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. This is on the ground over to first. A toss behind the back. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Next will be the designated hitter, David Lee. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Two men are on with two men out. Rips this one to first. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And he's in safely to third, as also on the play a run comes across to score. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late, and when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Standing in now, Gary Cox, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. Runners at second and third with two gone. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
3 balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. Looking to minimize the damage here. Flares this one over toward first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Astros 12, the Rays nothing. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Daniel Robertson.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
So striding in, Jason Castro. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded fouled off to the right side.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
0-2. Here it comes. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Robertson gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
In now, number 30. He went down on strikes last time up. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Hit out towards second. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Stepping up now, Gerardo Parra. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. The 0-1 on its way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Into the box now, Evan Longoria. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. With runners in scoring position this season, Longoria carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Rays strand a pair. Just about giving up for dead. It's 12-0. Fred Castro enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Fred Castro.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Diego Corona. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Corona.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That's by him for strike 1. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. It's up onto the train tracks and out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field, and that's home run number 48 on the year as this lead got even wider.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
The center fielder,
into the
13.
box, Archie Chan, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And another foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Still even at 2-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now a throw over, and he's back standing. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Chan aboard here at first with nobody out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
All even now, 2-2. Castro has thrown a little over 110 innings so far, and when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5, so he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Now another 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right?
Now batting.
All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, number 3, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And he is in there.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Nate Walker, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Here's a look over to first, and he's back in standing. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. On a rope to the second baseman.
Now batting, number 2.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 2. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first, and he'll get back in standing. Now the 0-1.
Nope.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Ball swung on and hit to Cabrera at second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. 8th inning coming up. Houston leads this one 13-0. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier.
Leading off for the Rays.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
1-1 to count.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Now at the plate, Alex Cobb. First pitch of the at-bat. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder.
Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home standing 9 have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. Now in the box, Jeremy Ra. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Another try at 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Popped him up. Number 30 moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Digging in, number 30, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame.
Number 30.
First pitch on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
2-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Castro over to his right. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, David Lee.
Digging in and looking for more, David Lee. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Parra is calling for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for the Astros, the left fielder, Gary.
Striding in once again, Gary Cox. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
3-0 now. Diego Corona would be next. 2 out, nobody on. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Beautiful diving stop. He's out. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Digging in the switch hitter as Asdrubal Cabrera starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Fouled off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 0-2 once more is taken for ball one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cox giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first down.
Now batting, shortstop, Daniel Robertson.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Daniel Robertson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The 1-0 home is taken. Strike one. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout
Now
there.
batting.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really
Astros.
force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Now at the plate, Jason Castro. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. A solo home run for Jason Castro. 8th home run on the season for him, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Standing in now, number 30. as he will look at a curveball right on the black. Apparently, it's strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he misses with it, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. And now this crowd, estimated at around 26,000 fans, comes to their feet. Fastball too high, ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart as he couldn't quite get that final out, but he will leave with the lead after a strong 8 2/3. Whitaker gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Buddy Whitaker.
Will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Softly hit to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
13-1 is the final lopsided score. The Astros scored a lucky 13 in this one. Hunter Harvey earns his 25th win to lead the league, striking out 12 in the process. Chris Archer allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.